What a move by Howie Roseman! Whoa! Yo, everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. Now it's time. It's Football Friday, and it's time to make my picks. And I know what you're thinking. I know. You're supposed to pick the games yesterday before the Chiefs-Patriots game. You were supposed to. Well, I did make those picks. I just didn't make a video on it. But I picked the game. I'm going to give myself credit. I picked the Patriots. I picked the Patriots to win and they lost. So I get an L, and that's the way it is. And if you think that that is dingbatish, if you think that that is being a dingbat, you're going to love what I'm about to say next. Because this will once again prove who King Dingbat is and whose realm of King Dingbat you're in. Now, when you retire a jersey, it's because that player was the best of the best of the best of the best, year in and year out. It takes a lot to retire a jersey. You just don't retire people's jerseys because they had a few good years. You don't, okay? You don't. Shady McCoy played for 6 years with the Philadelphia Eagles. Yet the Eagles will not give out his number. They won't give it out. They won't tell anybody why. They won't come out and say, we're going to retire his number one day. They won't say it. That's what people assume, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it because the guy played 6 years. You don't just retire his number after 6 years. He didn't put up those kind of numbers that would be worthy after 6 years. He didn't die. Something didn't happen to him that the team has to honor him now because of. It's not the way it is. His numbers were not retiring numbers. It's not worth it. And if you're going to tell me, well, they're retiring it because he was the all-time leading rusher, well, then why didn't they retire Wilbert Montgomery's? I think Shady has like 250 yards, something around there, more than Wilbert Montgomery. Wilbert Montgomery's numbers, Jalen Mills. 36 is Brian Westbrook. Brian Westbrook's number is used by Dexter McDougal. But Shady's number can't be used. I'm sorry. It doesn't make any sense. I don't believe that it's because the Eagles are going to retire his number. Now, if Chip Dip Kelly didn't trade him away and he could add the 3 years he already had from the 6 onto his career, sure, you would say maybe he's got a shot. Maybe he's headed that way. He's getting close, okay? Sure, when he retires, they honor him one night. But to retire a jersey is special. It's special. It's only the best of the best. But they're going to do it. They're holding his jersey to retire. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay? What I think is happening is that the Eagles are going to make a play for Shady McCoy when the Bills are ready to pull the trigger. The Bills are taking their time. They're wasting time. But they're going to wait and see how they start. When they lose and they get ready to trade him at the trade deadline, that's when the Eagles are going to swoop in and get him. That's what I believe is going on because I don't believe he's had the numbers. I don't believe he's had the numbers for 6 years to warrant a retired jersey. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. That's what I believe. So, look, Cunningham, they don't like to give out 12 a lot either, but Cunningham was a special case. Cunningham was special. There was nothing like him. Okay? This is totally different things. This Shady McCoy not retiring his number is weird to me. It's just weird. It doesn't make sense. And it's like they don't even want to come out and say it. It's very weird. I think something's up. I'm sorry. I got to say it. It's just what I think. The trade deadline is going to be interesting. Now, let's go through these picks, all right? First game, Stink Bowl. Jets at Bills. I take the Bills. I don't want to take the Bills. I want them to lose as many games as possible. But I think they're going to win because the Jets are horrible. Now, you know about the Eagles and the Redskins. I said the Eagles are going to win 23-21. So I stick with that. Then you have the Raiders at the Titans. Great game. I think these are two rising AFC teams. I'll take the Titans who are at home. Then you have the Jaguars at the Texans. I think the Jaguars are going to be better than people think. But I think the Texans win this game. I think the Jaguars will start off slow, come on later in the year. Second, the next game, Cardinals at the Lions. I think Stafford at home, Detroit. I'm not a big Arizona guy, Palmer, I think he's old. I'm going to say Detroit wins very easily. Then you have the Steelers-Browns. Does anybody think that the Steelers are going to lose this game? I don't think there's probably one person in the world. Maybe one, maybe three people, right? Then you have Falcons at the Bears. Not even close. Take the Falcons. Then you have the Ravens at the Bengals. Interesting game, good game. I like the Bengals. Then you have Colts at the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams. No luck, no win. That's the way I see it. Just the way it is. Panthers at the Niners. I'll take the Panthers. I think the Niners are doing some good things in their front office and some of the trades and some of the guys they brought in. But it won't translate to wins. Not yet. They're too early for that. Then you have the Seahawks at the Packers. I'm going to take the Packers primarily because this is home. Aaron Rodgers is at home. If this was in Seattle, I would take Seattle. Then you have the Giants versus the stinking, heathen, sinning Dallas Cowboys, the satanic star on their head. I'm going to take the Giants over Dallas. And I think that the Giants are just in their head. And I think it's going to continue. I think the Giants beat Dallas. Then you go to Monday night. You have two games. You have the Saints at Minnesota. Adrian Peterson goes back to Minnesota, play his team. Very interesting. I love Dalvin Cook. I like Minnesota's defense. I think Minnesota beats the Saints. Then you have the Chargers versus the Denver Broncos. I believe that the Chargers are better than people think. I'm going to take the Chargers in a slight minor upset in Denver. I think that I don't like the Denver quarterbacks. I like Phillip Rivers. I like some of their running game. I like what they're doing. I think the Chargers beat Denver, and that will conclude the first week. And I hope everybody gets to watch all the games. I hope everybody has a great time. Thank you for listening to me and my rant. I'm sorry, 25 is just, that's a whole weird thing I'm not buying. We'll see what happens. Take care. Talk to you later. And don't be a dingbat.